everyone, welcome to Doing Group. We are the manufacturer of the pyrolysis equipment, and this is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant in the 3D video. Well, we have three types of the batch type of the pyrolysis equipment. The batch type, semi-continuous and fully continuous. Just our machine can process this different raw materials like tire, plastic, oil sludge, coal tar oil, aluminium, plastic, and so on. If you want to know more information or need the quotation, you can send the private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you and the raw material you want to process. Then our sales manager will contact with you. And this is the purification system with the sulfidation tower to purify the sulfur dioxide inside the gas. Our equipment will process different type of the environmental friendly equipment to ensure there is no pollution. This equipment just to process the waste tire or waste plastic, and then we can get oil sludge. So we can get the fuel oil. Just after processing the fuel oil, you can use at the bricks factory, cement factory, glass factory for heating, or they can be refined to non-standard diesel. This is the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. You can leave your questions or the requirements to us, and our sales manager will contact with you, send you our catalog, our price list, or answer your questions. This is the pyrolysis plant. The raw material will put inside, and then they are just reheated for nearly 10 hours, and then we can get the oil gas. Then they will go through the condensation system to condense them into the fuel oil. This is the small reactor just to cool down the carbon black. For the semi-continuous one, we don't need to use the cooling system to cool down the carbon black in the furnace. They can slack in this small reactor, so save time and be more high efficiency. So if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. And if you want to know more information, well, you can send a private message. Tell us how we can contact with you and what raw material you want to process, or what kind of the equipment you want to know. And then our sales manager will contact with you, send you our catalog and the price list. Here is the purification system and the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, the environmental friendly equipment will just contact with where your this business is set up at. In different regions, different countries, the policy of the pollution process is different. So we will just according to your regions, the policies that to have the certificate of this purification equipment. And this is the batch type pyrolysis plant. And the step is to just pull out the steel wire. You can use this machine, or you can use a track that to just pull out them. For the with tire, side we may and we may have the nearly 15% of the steel wire inside. And then this is the last step, that to pump the final products, to pump the fuel oil into the final tank. And the fuel oil we can use at the cement factory, the glass factory for heating. The heating energy is nearly 10,000 kcal. We can use that at this kind of factories, or they can be refined. You can refine them to non-standard diesel, then use that the truck or this agricultural machine, mining machine, or other places. This is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. This machine can work for 45 to 60 days. So they don't need to just close the processing line or just heat and cool down them more frequently. They can just at a very similar temperature, like nearly 300 to 400, in a very long time. Save our heating energy, and it's just save the time. Don't need to cool down the temperature of the carbon black, then to slag them. You can slag the carbon black at a very high temperature, and to just feed the raw material. To feed them and this is the fuel gas will come out to the outlet and then to this buffer tank. This buffer tank is to slow down the speed of the gas and to just settle down the impurities. Then we can get more clear, high quality final product. Then this is the buffer tank, and also it is a cooling condensation system. Inside is the same area, the same design of the buffer tank. And outside it have a water cover, so it can not only slow down the speed and settle down impurities, and also it can just condense the fuel oil. And this is the condensation equipment. Well, this is to have a high condensation area and to cool down them, then get the fuel oil. This is an active design, an active process that ensure the flue gas will go through the furnace, go into the condensation area more quickly, and just reduce the time that they touch with the carbon black. And then the carbon black can have a more higher quality. And this is the purification system. That is to purify the hydrogen sulfides inside the gas. Then when we reuse the tail gas, and we don't have the harmful smoke, don't have the pollution. That is our patent device. Then I will go back to the heating system, the hot wind furnace, that's to give the heating energy to the reactor. And this is a slagging system. We slag the carbon black at a high temperature, go into this slagging winch. And we also have the heating preservation design, the sealed design. And then the last three stage have the angle with the water cover used to cool down the carbon black. And this is the safety device. Well, if the buffer tank is contact with the pressure relief valve, so if the pressure is too high and the process relief valve will automatically go open to release this excess oil gas. And then the gas that they will condense to the oil in this temporary storage tank. So there is standby water seal. And this is the purification device. We'll have the air cooling device and the post-dust collector and the desulfidation tower. This device, the cooling device, is to cool down the temperature. And second, the post-dust collector used to remove the dust from the flue gas. And the desulfidation tower, it is to remove the sulfur dioxide or other harmful particles. It can just disperse the flue gas and make it contact with this spraying water mist more effectively. And this last layer is the mist device. We have two water pool. And this is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And this is the semi-continuous one. We can get 3 batch for 2 days. The capacity is like 10 ton per day, 12 ton per day, 15 ton per day, 80 ton, 20 ton per day. The furnace, the same as the batch type 1, almost the same, except the slagging system and the feeding system. The carbon black will slag to the small reactor to cool down them, and the gas will go through the condensation system to just condense them to the fuel oil. And we are the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, biotype pyrolysis plant, and semi-continuous pyrolysis plant manufacturer. Now this 3D video is a semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, if you have any questions, anything that you want to know, you can leave in the comment section. Or if you want to know more information or come to our factory to see, you can contact with us by the WhatsApp or email in the comment section, or you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you and which equipment you are interested in. Then our sales manager will contact with you. This is the dust cleaning system. Remove the dust, and then the gas will go through the desulfidation tower to purify them, and then it can be emitted. This is the batch type pyrolysis plant. Let's see some video to see that how it work. This is our factory in Jiaoge City. It's in Henan province, in central China. You can come here to visit our factory. This is a batch type pyrolysis plant. Here's the batch type pyrolysis plant, the reactor, and this is a feeding door. And in our factory, we have several types of the reactor. This workshop is for the pyrolysis furnace, and we have a next workshop to build the oil removal system, the purification system, and the condensation system. And this is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. The furnace is the raw material is the oil sludge and the solid oil sludge, so they need to be crushed to the particles and then can using the winch to feed them into the reactor. Welcome, all new friends. We are the manufacturer of the pyrolysis plant to get the fuel oil from the waste tire with plastic. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. And during this live show, well, if you're interested in the plant or want to know more information like the quotation, the price list, then you can contact with us by the WhatsApp or email in the comment section, or you can send a private message to us, tell us how we can contact with you, and then our sales manager will send you the catalog and price list for you. This is the pyrolysis plant furnace for the fully continuous, and it can process nearly 50 tons of the oil sludge per day. Here is the feeding winch, to using the winch to feed the raw material, and then inside is in a temperature of nearly 400 degrees. And with oxygen, so then they will have the pyrolysis reactor, and then to get the fuel gas. Then the gas will go through the condensation system. Here is the condensation system to condense them into the fuel oil. This is a gas that will come out, and then first is a buffer tank. This is a condensation buffer tank, and then here is 3 vertical condensers. Here is the 3D video of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. The automatic control room, and the feeding system, condensation system, pyrolysis system, condensation system, and the slagging system, and also we have the purification system. First is the feeding system, and there's a common black the rubber powder crash from the race tire is a diameter of less than 1 to 2 millimeter, conveyed to the horizontal feeding angle by the lifting screw conveyor, and then they are conveyed to the reactor for heating. The furnace of the reactor adopts indirect heating design. While flame heating air, and air will heat the equipment, which can protect the reactor in the body to prolong the service life of the equipment and to make the heat more evenly. We use the hot wind furnace to heat the reactor, which is also more uniform heating. And this is a middle supporting wall for welding our two reactor parts, and there is a cooling circulating water device under it to cool the lubricating oil and thus to protect the supporting wheel. Because our fully continuous type is very long, so we have two types, and the two sections of the furnace we will just send to the workshop, and then we will send to the client's workshop, and then they will weld them in this step, in this workshop, in their workshop. The green part is our fixed section, through which all gas will enter the buffer tank upwards, and the carbon black will flow back to the slagging system. And this is the buffer tank, used to slow down the gas and to participate in impurities. And this is our buffer condensation tank. We have through this type and to further participate impurities and have a buffer effect. And outside is the cooling water jacket, which has the condensation effect. And we're through the U-tube design, which is used to balance the pressure to prevent oil gas from entering the oil tank just during pumping. Next is our vertical condensers, used to increase the cooling area and to ensure that all the oil gas are cooled down. And this is the negative device, the micro-negative pressure process. It is to reduce the contact between the carbon black and oil gas, and can reduce the residue oil rate of the carbon black. This is to just enhance the added value of the products. And this is the purification device, the odor removal system, to remove the hydrogen sulfides in the gas, and then we can reuse the tail gas to burn the furnace, and then we don't have the harmful things, the bad smoke inside. We can just improve the rate of the tail gas, save the heating fuel and the electricity, and reduce the operating cost. And they will go back to the furnace to heat. And this is the slagging system. Well, we have the first section. The first section, it needs heat preservation. So we design a material seal that to prevent the air from entering and from prevent the oil gas from leaking. And last stage is the same design angle with the cooling water jacket, which is used to cool the carbon black. And this is a safety device. The buffer tank is connected with the pressure relief valve, and if the pressure is too high, the valve will automatically open to release the excess oil gas. So when the valve is opened to release the pressure, the excess oil gas is just transported to this standby water cell by the pipeline and will be cooled into oil. And this three device here is our purification device. The first one is then air cooling device, which can be replaced by the water cooling to just the lower temperature of the gas. The second is a post-dust collector, used to remove the dust from the flue gas. And the third is the glass fiber reinforced plastic desulfidation tower. As the flue gas has been cooled to below 120 degrees when entering in this part. And this is to remove the hydrogen sulfide or other harmful things inside, and then the gas can be emitted. This is the equalization device. It can disperse the flue gas, making contact with the spray water mist more effectively. And this is our automatic oil pumping system. We'll pump the gas into the final tank, pump the oil into the final tank. This is a fuel oil we get. You can use at the cement factory, glass factory for heating. And they can also refine to the non-standard diesel and use at the agricultural machine, mining machine. This is the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. It's actually the principle is the same with the fully continuous one, but the difference is we don't just feed the pyrolysis and slag at the same time. They are different sections. We first select it into the furnace and we open the combustion system to heat and do the pyrolysis. And after heating, after we get the oil, then the carbon black we will stack into this small reactor. The different part we will finish the pyrolysis. The advantages of the semi-continuous one is they can select the carbon black at a high temperature. Don't need to cool down the reactor. We don't need to spend nearly 5 or 6 hours to cool down them. So it's a kind of save time. Here is the condensation water tank. So we have the batch type pyrolysis plant, the semi-continuous and the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, if you are interested in one of the equipment or want to process like the with tire, with plastic, oil sludge, aluminium plastic, and so on, you can contact with us. We are the manufacturer to have this kind of equipment. Our factory is in Jiaozuo City, Henan Province in China. And now our product cases is just more than 120 countries. So all over the world, we have our customers and our equipment mainly. You can also visit our product cases just near or next to your countries. And this is the batch type pyrolysis plant. Here is 3 production lines in a factory. Daily processing capacity of such a factory is about 70 tons. And this is the carbon black air transportation system and the braking system. First, the feeding system is the automatic feeder to feed the raw material into the reactor. And this is a combustion system. It's equipped with 4 300,000 calorie burners and a tail gas burner next to each burner. After heating for about 2 hours, the temperature will gradually rise and oil will be generated, nearly 120 to 160 degrees. And white gas is a mixed gas of the oil gas and tail gas. They will come out to the outlet, come to the buffer tank, which can slow down the gas, make it stay in the cooling system more time, and to deposit the impurities. And this is a cooling system which have 4 cooling steps. The first one is the vertical condensers, because in the first cooling, oil is relatively heavier and sticky. So in this vertical design, the oil continuously formed to score the inner wall to prevent blockage. The second one is the oil-water separator, which is both a condenser and a safety device. It can prevent oil gas from flowing back and to purify the oil gas. Here is what it looks like. And then we come to the third step, the horizontal condensers. Well, they have the largest condensation area, the biggest condensation efficiency. Most of the oil is condensed in this step. And last, cooling tower can ensure that all the oil gas are cooled down in the cooling system and to improve the oil yield. Well, the non-condensable gas from the condensation tower, the tail gas, will just go to this tail gas purification system that to purify them. That is to just remove the hydrogen sulfide. That's using the sodium dioxide. It's added in the water and to purify this kind of hydrogen sulfide. And then the gas, the purified gas, will just recycled to the reactor through the pipeline, and we can heat it. It can save our extra heating energy. And this is the environmental protection device we have selected for removing the sulfur dioxide. Here is the vacuum device. Takes half an hour to an hour to pump out the residue oil gas in the reactor, and then it is pumped into the horizontal condensers to be condensed in oil again. If the residual oil gas's density is very high, it will have a dangerous for the oil gas to contact the air when the door is opened, and the excess tail gas will be concentrated and discharged into the combustion chamber for this combustion, because the amount is very small, so it's not very necessary to store it. And this is a cooling system. We equipped it with 15 kilowatt induced draft fan, with 8 ports with a diameter of 273 millimeter. And the cooling time is starting from 10 hour to 5 hour, which has greatly improved the operation efficiency of the equipment. And then after cooling, we will use a side slagging system to slag the carbon black. It has 2 advantages. First is with the slagging port, with 2 ports, so it can discharge carbon black twice in 1 revolution. Can greatly improve the efficiency, and the carbon black will directly discharge underground. It can prevent it from flying and polluted workshop. And this is using the wind transportation system to the bucketing system. Then we will just pull out the steel wire inside the furnace. If your raw material is the waste tire, the oil yield is nearly 40 to 45%. And the carbon black we can have nearly 35%. The steel wire nearly 15%, and also can get nearly 10% of the gas, the same gas. So if you have any questions according to the 3D video and introduction, you can send in your comments in the comment section. Or if you wanted to know more, well, you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you and what's your requirements. Then our sales manager will contact with you and send you our catalog, our price list. If you want the quotation, you can contact with us. In the comment section, we also have our WhatsApp or email, so you can just contact with us directly. Here is some project cases. This is equipment in China. The raw material is oil sludge. Here is a fully continuous pyrolysis plant. The fully continuous one can work for nearly 45 to 60 days. So it has a higher working efficiency and can process more raw material for each day. because the oil sludge is a hazardous waste. So the furnace material is the stainless steel. If your material is the tire or plastic, then you can use the boiler plate. And this is a 3D video of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. You can see this. It's very clear to see how we get the steel wire, how to process the carbon black, and we have several safety device, purification device. It's shown this in this 3D video. You can see the reactor is very long, much more longer than the batch type one. The daily capacity is much more higher than this too. And inside is the sliding winch and stainless steel. So it just have the resistant tube that to give a resistance of the furnace. So our live show will have an end in several minutes. So if you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. It's time to say goodbye. Here is the buffer tank. Can slow down the speed of the gas and to just deposit impurities. And then the condensation buffer tank. It also have the same effect with the buffer tank, but also it have the water cover, so it can condense the oil gas to the fuel oil. Then we have 3 vertical condensers. We have a large condensation area, so all the gas that can be condensed will be condensed, and the gas that cannot be condensed, we will purify them, and then they can go back to the combustion system to heat the furnace. is a combustion system. We'll go back to the combustion system. We will use the tail gas burner to heat the reactor. And about the slagging system, we don't need to cool down the reactor. The furnace, the carbon black will just slag in the high temperature, go through the slagging range to cool down them by using the water cover. So the fully continuous pyrolysis plant have the highest working efficiency and the biggest capacity. And it's more automatic, so it's suitable for the large business or have a high processing raw materials every day. Nearly just 20,000 tons per year. It's more suitable for this type. And the daily capacity, a small one is nearly 15 ton, 20 ton. The most common one is 20 ton, 30 ton, 40 ton, 50 ton. Most of our customers will choose the 50 ton per day. Okay, and this is all we have today. If you want to know more information, you can contact with us by the WhatsApp or email in the comment section. And we will wait for maybe 1 minute. The WhatsApp and email is now in the comment section, or you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you and what equipment that you want to know, or what raw material you want to process. Then our sales manager will send you our catalog, and if you need the price list, it will give you the quotation. Okay, have a nice day. That is all we have. Thank you.